awesome things at once. Awesome ride and awesome scenery.
Waiting for the boys again.
Exhaustion and dehydration. Oh yeah, it's hitting all points.
Also safe. 3 points of contact.
That's about twice the size of a rooftop.
I'll get quite a few coming out soon.
Wow, okay. That's cool.
And we're out of here.
Welcome back to the Flinders Ranges. We are currently on the ridge top track, heading towards Billy Goat Ridge. Billy Goat Ridge is said to be the toughest track in the Flinders Ranges. So we'll see exactly what it entails and how we go on it. Wasn't too bad, eh?
That's right, eh? Looks worse than what it was.
Yeah, it's pretty easy so far.
Yeah. Hopefully Billy Goat lives up to its name.
Well, we're still not out of this one, but
Yeah, true.
yeah, I think Billy Goat's the main one.
Yeah.
Still fun,
Oh yeah.
just not that difficult. Right now, I have no feet on the pedals. I'm just idling, and that's the cool thing about a diesel. It's idling at 500 to 600 RPM, and it's nice and smooth, just crawling over. So, if you use your foot, you can get a bit of jerky movements like this, because you hit a bump and then your foot goes up and down, and then you just get this jerky movement. So there's a way you can overcome that, and that's jam your foot against the side of the door, and then you can slowly push the accelerator down. You got more control on it. It's still going to jerk a little bit. So if it's a section that's really bumpy and it's not extremely steep, you could actually just idle up. And look, if you put the air conditioning on, it'll actually idle it a bit faster, and you can climb up the hill a little bit faster and a bit more comfortable as well. But it'll just maintain that and it won't get too bumpy. I'm talking about situations where it's just rocks everywhere and it's so uneven. This will keep it smooth, nice and smooth. Well, we're out of that section now, so let's power on. The margin for errors is really closing in now, as these tracks are getting very narrow. Not an ideal place to do a 3-point turn, eh?
That'd be a bit of a mission.
Yeah, it'd be a mission, alright. It'd be impossible. Mission impossible. Not a lot of room for error here. If you don't pay attention, because the views are so nice, you could end badly very fast, especially in this section coming up. you're wondering what that clicking noise is, that's my parabolic suspension coming on and off the helper. It's kind of a noisy suspension. After that big hill, I've opted to drain my auxiliary fuel tank into the main. It's a gravity fed one. Problem is, the cap when it was first installed isn't the best. So when I was going downhill and on a slight right hand angle, driver side angle, all the diesel started pouring out and it's just coating the whole vehicle here. And obviously I'd rather use the fuel in the vehicle than drip fuel everywhere. So right now I'm just draining this for a bit and then we'll head off again once most of it's out. Also noticed that my breather hose for my water tank, I haven't got a one-way valve yet. So the problem I'm having as well is the water, because I was on such an angle, the water's coming out of the breather hose, running down the roof of the car and then actually dripping on me here. That's how I found out the water was leaking. It's dripping on me while I was driving the car down the hill. And here we are, Billy Goat Ridge. Looking forward to this. Billy Goat Ridge. So far, so good. I think this is the main bit coming up. So there's the bore where we just came from 5 minutes ago. Doesn't take long to get up high here. What do you reckon, Wayne?
Pretty cool, eh? With the hot pumping.
It does look a bit intimidating from here, doesn't it?
It does, eh? Just from the last few days, like we thought, oh, it's not too bad until we get there and it's like, oh, geez.
We've only just started Billy Goat Ridge and I feel it's already living up to its reputation. The tracks are super narrow and it's super steep and we've only just started. Now we're getting serious.
This didn't look like anything from where I was sitting when you were going. Holy.
Wow, okay.
That's cool.
That's a big stepper.
Step up. That's a muncher.
Oh, isn't it?
Too bad.
Wow. That is just a neat spot up because you're pointing in the sky, you can't see where you're going.
So this is where.
Yeah, I found out coming over that one over there. I didn't know where the track was for a sec.
Oh man,
I was
that's what
watching
like.
Amalia
And I was thinking-
waiting for the expression if it was like, I was like, okay, then I'm too close.
I was thinking everyone behind me is alright because I just follow where I'm going. It's hard to see where you're going up there. At least you got those bushes. Not sure what's on the other side of that there. Is that the track over there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to come up here. Let's come up here, drive side here.
You want a spotter like everyone else in it, or?
Well, I know my driver wheels here. I know where my
Yeah.
left hand. Had a good look at Billy Goat Ridge, and this is probably the toughest part, or the second toughest. There is a bit coming up further on that looks pretty sketchy from a distance, but you never know until you get there. So I've opted to go wide on the left. We'll see how that goes. It's a bit hard to see the line because once your wheels start going up, all you can see is sky, and some quite steep drop-offs here. If you go over the edge, that's it. You're not coming back up. So hopefully one of the boys will yell out to spot me if I get too close to the edge, and we'll head up. And I'll jump in the cruiser now and put my thinking hat on though. Put a little marker on the edge of the track, hoping I can see it from the vehicle for as long as possible. That is where I'm trying not to put my wheels over, because that is the edge. So if I feel that, because I'll definitely feel it if I hit it, I know I've gone too close to the edge. These are the moments that we really look forward to when we go four-wheel driving. The challenges. And this is definitely one of those. That was awesome.
It looked pretty tame until you got here and the nice big...
No, it was not tame here. You wait till you drive on that. That is so slippery. If you're going to try that, good luck to you.
Really?
It is so slippery.
Yeah. On the shady stuff.
Yeah, you feel all that slipping, and then the rock itself is pretty slippy as well.
Okay.
These are pretty grippy boots. Not on these rocks.
Down
Well,
here?
that's what happens when you slip off.
So that's my line there, was it?
I think so.
What did you say that for?
That was awesome. And it doesn't stop.
Wow, you actually did
Yeah,
move
no.
quite a bit in here.
It gets better and better and better. I drove it exactly how I wanted it to.
Yeah.
That's the three of us past what is possibly the worst part of the track, or the most difficult part. Inside the cab, it was a lot more hair-raising because all you could see is sky, and it was pretty hard to judge where the edges were, and it's all about wheel placement. All about wheel placement. Last section still to come. One more section to go, I think. It looks pretty gnarly from here, but walking it, it's not... it's kind of straightforward. Like, we haven't really picked a line or anything. Well, I haven't. So I'm just going to point and shoot and choose the line as I go. It's quite limited because it's very narrow. So here we go.
More to go.
I reckon the worst part's done.
I'm toasting fat.
I don't have a drink.
Ah. Cheers. Cheers to a hell of a view.
There's a nice view. Very nice view. Alright. Let's get a move on, eh? Yeah. We still gotta go pack up camp, and then we gotta go to Willow Springs.
Huh? So that must mean it's pork roast night.
Nah, it's hot dog night. Easy hot dog.
Bratwurst.
Staying at the pub.
Yeah, we're staying at the pub.
Staying at the pub.
Across the road from the pub. Oh, there you go.
I want a hot shower.
Cold shower, I reckon.
Yeah. The swimming pool would be awesome.
Yeah.
Swimming pool, a nice big pond.
Alright, gang, let's get going. We might not be over yet.
No.
But I reckon it is. Racing back to camp, and we are going to... Oh, which way am I going? Let's hold up a sec. Let's go look at the map. We're going to head back to camp to pack up because we have somewhere we got to be. Well, tomorrow we want to be at Willow Springs. It takes a whole day the drive we want to do, so we can't really afford to stay here another night and then leave and then get there because we won't have enough time to see Willow Springs. So that's why we need to get to camp now, pack up. It'll be dark by the time we leave here, and then there's a well-known
looks like you go over the grade, take a hard
possible dirt road pub we're going to check out, like another one of those historic, real cool country pubs, and you can camp for free across the road. So that's the plan for tonight. So maybe it might be a pub meal. Don't have to cook. There's a first for everything. We have just returned to our setup camp that we set up yesterday. It's the afternoon and we're packing up because we're leaving. I've never done that before. It's actually really weird. Bit of a race.
Is he ruining you in all sorts of ways here, Amalia?
Is what?
Is he ruining you in all sorts of
Oh
ways?
yeah, totally. Exhaustion and dehydration. Oh yeah.
And then
It's hitting all points.
packing up camp at 5:40.
It's really weird. We should be still out on the tracks and nowhere near any camps. So it's weird.
Well, we will be in a minute.
What?
Oh, we'll be driving in the dark, nowhere near camp.
Oh,
Looking-
then it'll
looking
just
for
be
another
normal
camp.
then. It'll just be normal then.
Now time to close the King's Palace.
These all weather bags. Can't get the air out of them.
Getting to camp before dark, to pack up camp and leave so we can set up in the dark. That's what it's all about, right?
Ronnie's got that all set up right.
Yeah, got this sussed. How long does it take you to pack down your camp tool?
Pack down the camp. If I speed do it, less than 5 minutes. If I do it without giving myself a heart attack, maybe 10 minutes.
Mate, 5 poles. I'll show you something better than 5 poles.
Well, the race is on its my way.
Hang on. Oh, I've got to bend the legs on it first.
Not so fast, is it?
Oh, but see, you can rush if you want.
Yeah, that's how quick he is.
Just, waiting for the boys again. Every time. Might as well make a cup of tea. Yeah, I'll do that.
So we mentioned we're going to have hot dogs tonight. And I'm kind of thinking, Dickie at Craddock Tavern, I heard he does some really good food, so maybe we just see what he's cooking. Get a nice pub meal, have a nice shower. Just a game of tucking in, really.
Oh, look at that. I'm only, 10 seconds behind him, and that's a swag.
Yeah, look at you, sweating like a pig.
Better not do that because you might take a bite. Doesn't take that much longer.
And it's goodbye to the Bendelby Ranges. Highly recommend going there and checking it out and staying there for longer than what we did. We wish we could have stayed longer, but we are limited on time and we have many more places to visit in the Flinders Range. Quite a few ruins along the way. We're going to check out a ruin before we make our move and take some pretty cool photos as the sun is going down in the background. Look at all the wasp nests on the walls.
Did you notice that when you walked in?
What's that?
The whole roof carcass laying right here in the door.
No. It's like the roof came down on him. You see, low profile tyres are making it back in today, and this is why. Because they used to have 50-inch rims with a 51-inch steel tyre on it. That would have been so comfortable.
I want to turn much to get in there. That's great.
Mate,
Where's the valve? Let some air out.
where's the valve?
Yeah, air down for this track.
Oh
I wonder
man,
how long this has been here to fill up that much.
maybe a flood or two.
You reckon a cart like this would be at least 100 years old?
Like proper wet.
Yeah.
We're in dry climate, so
Yeah. Wasn't rained here for like 2 years.
I don't know. I think it does rain here. It's just there's this drought out here now. Drought out in the Flinders. Oh, we're feeling pretty dry too. Smashing the water today and still dry. So I think we better go to Craddock.
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 Is there a pub in town?
Oh yeah.
How far?
Bloke there called Dickie. He knows we're coming. Jane from Bendelby rang him and said we're on our way. Warned him about us. No, kids kidding. No. So he's probably expecting us to order some meals. So we'll make those hot dogs for lunch tomorrow.
Sounds good.
I'm pretty keen for a pub meal.
Oh yeah.
Support the locals. And is off to the Craddock Hotel for a nice cold pint and a nice meal. What part of you from Perth are you?
Yeah.
That's why I haven't heard that for a while. We're 30 years behind you. In 2.5 hours.
Didn't that ad just come out last week?
Yeah, right, what are we having, guys? The Craddock Hotel. Now we're only going to have one beer, have a meal, and then hit the road and find a camp. But Dickie's just offered us to camp behind the pub, so we'll have a few more, have a merry night, and yeah, get some meals in us. He actually opened the kitchen just for us. They closed an hour ago. So, cheers.